what's going on, man? Man, it's been a long day. It's been a long day, but I had to make it for this because I'm like, come on now. this is crazy, but you know what I love out of all of it is that he don't understand that what he's doing overall is solidifying our name in history. So keep saying revolutionary black guy. I thank you for that at least.
This man is in shambles. I'm glad that we have the dumbest enemies. Because can you imagine Mark Kimberly or Jamu Baraka or someone like that would try and take us down? How fucked we would be. We got Dr. Cornel West cornball ass who many black revolutionaries been calling out for years. And I'm glad that he's our enemy. Who would saw that coming? Dr. Cornel West smearing us. Like, and this is how you know Dr. Cornel West is a man who has no integrity. Because do you guys remember the Jimmy Dore interview where Jimmy Dore asked him, who is advising you? Who's advising you? Which is a 100% legitimate question to ask a presidential candidate. Because if you want power, you best put your ego aside and have advisors. This movement is larger than you. But because of Dr. Cornel West's ego, he's like, I'm going to run for president. I'm going to take this large amount of responsibility, and I'm not going to have advisors.
And then, see, this is how I know that this campaign isn't serious. I wouldn't even pay attention to RBN criticism. I wouldn't even shed any light on it. You are running to be the president of the United States.
He ain't worried about us. He got more heat on RBN than he does Navalny.
Or Joe Biden or any of these racists. He called them brother, but he called these Nazis and white supremacists, these segregationists, brothers. But say that we are on the plantation. He called us slaves. Ain't that about a bitch?
And remember, Rome, on the Jimmy Dore show, when Jimmy Dore brought up a legitimate question, questioning who the presidential candidate is being advised by, Dr. Cornel West got offended at the thought that he, a free black man, would take suggestions from anyone. Don't you know he's the fucking man? Don't you know he's Dr. Cornel West? Don't you know he's from Harvard? We don't have Harvard degrees. We college dropouts. How dare we question them? You think that someone who graduated from the esteemed Harvard is going to take criticism from the working class? That's the ego that Dr. Cornel West is thinking to win working class people over. So his mindset was, you can't say I'm being advised. I'm a free black man. Saying that a free black man is following the direction of anyone else is grossly offensive. So Dr. Cornel West knows why saying that we on the Jimmy Dore plantation is offensive, because what he's trying to erase our blackness.
Yes.
That is what everyone does. Every social democrat and every liberal does when they can't handle criticism from their left. We are criticizing these people from the left as Marxist-Leninists. Dr. Cornel West is an unhinged anti-communist who praised Ronald Reagan as a freedom fighter. So we are communists that's criticizing his liberal ass from the left. So he cannot handle that because, the Black Panthers was a Marxist-Leninist organization. Unlike him, unlike Dr. Cornel West, we are actually following in the direction of the Black Panthers. He's afraid to call himself a Marxist-Leninist. Are you afraid of Fran Hampton, Dr. West? So as we are to the left of him, we criticize them from the left, and they can't handle it. So they got to attack our integrity and say that we are not free black men. So based on how offended Dr. Cornel West was when he accused Jimmy Dore of doing the same thing, the fact that he weaponized it against the proletariat says what about him? He knows exactly what he's doing when he says that. So we just had our brother Jamu Baraka, who also levied the same criticism we have on Dr. Cornel West every step of the way. Is a Jamu Baraka on the Jimmy Dore plantation? Is Black Power Media, who I don't like because they also stabbed us in the back, but Black Power Media also got in your ass, Dr. Cornel West. Is Black Power Media on the Jimmy Dore plantation? When you look at Black Twitter, the day he tweeted that bullshit about Navalny, you want to know who was the number one motherfucker being mocked on Black Twitter? Dr. Cornball West. Black Twitter ate your ass alive when you got caught praising Navalny. You think Black Twitter is following the directions of Jimmy Dore? You guys see what they do? They trying to erase any workers, anyone who don't fall in line with the PMC class. They erase them using someone who's an easy target, someone that they've been cultivating to they've been cultivating people to have Jimmy Dore derangement syndrome. And now do you guys see why I've been aggressively fighting back against that? Rome, now you guys see? Because they use Jimmy Dore derangement syndrome to silence critics from their left.
And like I asked last time,
they're using Jimmy Dore to silence a group of black people that do more than your black ass ever done. More than anyone, all you motherfuckers ever done. JB is disabled. JB is disabled. Rome, I apologize. I'll pass to you. But JB is disabled. And he formed and created a mutual aid organization himself. Have y'all done that? Meanwhile, these PMC motherfuckers, the number one people who hate RBN, they keep lying about us. What were you doing earlier today, Rome?
Shit,
you were feeding people.
We fed a whole bunch of motherfuckers, hundreds.
Go ahead, Rome. Sorry, go ahead, Rome. I'll pass to you because I got a lot to say. We're just getting started because we haven't even got to this cringe interview. But go ahead, Rome. I'm gonna chime in.
Man, it's just funny to me, man, because you know, Dr. Cornel West, he's smart, but like I said before, he's smart enough to stay alive, and this is why he never take it as far as he know that he can. You know, he tried his best to keep his money, to keep his status in life, and this is why where he is right now. He's able to, you know, run for the president of the United States. Think about it like this: if we still have Malcolm X, or Malcolm X ran for the president of the United States, that's not happening. You know, he wouldn't do it, but they wouldn't even let him, even if he tried. But this is how we know who is real revolutionary and who is, I'm sorry to say it, but control opposition, because there is no way that this man is still here and still a liberal. He's too black and too old to be, and too smart to be this liberal, right? Because the more that we grow as black men, as black people, the more we get radicalized, especially the more that you are learning, the more access that you have to this information. There is no way that you are not, you know, going to the left unless you are keeping yourself right, you know. And I just never trust Dr. Cornel West for the simple fact that he's still alive. I'm sorry.
Let's dive in.
I heard you allude to people within our left community who we might describe, or maybe you did just describe, as petty, putting their own personal interests first. And it seems to me a pretty clear allusion to some of the controversy that has been surrounding your campaign for a few reasons. One seems most recently are comments that you made after Alexei Navalny's death that people took offense to because it seemed like it was perhaps drawing an equivalency between someone who has made bigoted anti-Arab statements in the past, despite being wrongly killed in prison by an authoritarian government.
Dude.
So you guys see what I'm talking about? You guys see what I'm talking about?
That nigga died of a fucking blood clot. Blood clot.
So we at RBN, we were about to take Dr. Cornel West's doctorate degree away from him. Sir, that doctorate degree is about to be mine by the end of the stream, because I exposed you in the last stream for having no intellectual curiosity. And now we are a group of PMCs. Bree, you host The Hill Rising. You host The Hill. Are you guys are trying to tell me that Bree, Anna Joy Gray, who hosts The Hill, who is about 2 times smarter than me, doesn't know that Navalny died of a blood clot? So what these shitlists will have us believe is that Putin is the greatest, most efficient killer that we ever seen, Rome. So Putin is able to perfectly assassinate people with 100% efficiency without any casualties. Meanwhile, you have Israel that try to kill fucking Hamas and they kill thousands of civilians. You have the United States that have a 90% civilian drone strike rate. They kill 95% plus civilians whenever they try to assassinate targets. So at least Putin does a great job of killing their enemies, apparently. I am saying it right now. You're not a doctor. You're an intellectual fraud who praised CIA Nazis and don't know basic shit like Navalny got killed by a blood clot. You're a fucking cornball. You're not a doctor.
And not even that, he couldn't even wait. He couldn't even wait until the autopsy came out to blame it on Russia.
I went on Rachel Maddow. He like, man, I heard Rachel Maddow did a great fucking segment on Brother Navalny. Sister Maddow was killing it on Navalny. So he just heard Rachel Maddow. He heard Sister Joyanne Reed talk about how Navalny was killed by Putin. He like, all right, they got degrees too, so I trust them. Fuck them proletariats. They don't where their degrees at. Fuck your degrees. Fuck your doctorate. Fuck your doctorate. Everyone who criticized me for uplifting this motherfucker was right. I should never, ever listen to you PNC scum. You guys have no idea the beast you unleashed. You thought we was mean on you motherfuckers before? Woo! You guys thought we was mean before. You guys thought we was mean in the year 2023.
And we weren't even being mean. We wasn't even being mean. We was just holding you accountable. We was just keeping up our end of the deal. When you fuck up, you say some shit. We like, no, don't say that. Say that. We was literally baby stepping this nigga. Watch the fucking the interviews when he first started coming on RBN. Nick and CJ basically got this nigga in fucking middle school. No, talk like this, say this. I'm like, oh God, it's embarrassing, but it's good to have him on the show so he can learn. Did he learn? No. What did he do? It was something that he did like right after that. He constantly fuck up, constantly say some dumb shit. And we're supposed to take him serious and not say anything about it because you graced us with your presence on my fucking network. Nigga, fuck you.
Nigga, fucking children of slave owners gave him a doctorate and they want us to take that seriously. You got your doctorate from a fucking Zionist institution. Go fuck yourself. Let's continue. Or let's start, I should say. Right. Let's start.
So, Dr. West, I heard you allude to people within our left community who we might describe, or maybe you did just describe as petty, putting their own personal interests first. And it seems to me a pretty clear allusion to some of the controversy that has been surrounding your campaign for a few reasons. One seems most recently are comments that you made after Alexei Navalny's death that people took offense to because it seemed like it was perhaps drawing an equivalency between someone who has made bigoted anti-Arab statements in the past, despite being wrongly killed in prison by an authoritarian government. People felt like lumping him together or putting him side by side with some other people whose kind of political projects have been more in line with our own, devalued the political projects of people on the left who were part of that post and in comparison. And also there's been some controversy or some questions about the trajectory of your presidential campaign and the choice to leave NPP for the Green Party and then leave the Green Party to run as an independent. And now the creation of your new party has raised
these are all legitimate criticisms. Like, I thank Bree for that. That's why even with all the disagreements and whatnot, Bree isn't as left as me. I wouldn't even imagine anybody being as left as me in my own mind, because the shit that I said to y'all is only a minuscule of what I actually think and what I'm actually trying to build on the ground. But I like that she's not leaving out real RBN criticisms, as in you praising Nazis. You know what I'm saying? You doing this, you doing this. She's asking them real questions, not beating around the bush. I like this. I like that.
Yeah, she did. This is a good job in the beginning here. Let's continue.
Green Party to run as an independent, and now the creation of your new party has raised some questions about the kind of integrity of the party, the direction of the party, and whether or not people should invest in the party. So I wondered if we could take those in turn, perhaps giving you an opportunity to address the Navalny criticism. We'll get into that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, one, you're absolutely right. I mean, the problem is it really is a distraction in light of what Brother Aaron was doing. See, I have very deep, genuine prayers for both Brother Aaron and his precious family. You see, as a Christian, I don't take seriously anybody trying to regulate who I pray for. See, that has itself a kind of authoritarian spirit, if not a fascist sensibility.
If you hold him accountable, if you hold someone running for president accountable, you are authoritarian now. Let's continue.
To that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, one, you're absolutely right. I mean, the problem is it really is a distraction in light of what Brother Aaron was doing. See, I have very deep, genuine prayers for both Brother Aaron and his precious family. You see, as a Christian, I don't take seriously anybody trying to regulate who I pray for. See, that has itself a kind of authoritarian spirit, if not a fashion sensibility. When we're critical of—
So if you criticize Dr. Cornel West for praising a Nazi, you're a fascist. Are you an adult or a toddler, sir? That is really one of the most childish arguments I have ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
But he thinks he's the intellectually mature one.
Give me old enough to be our granddad.
Give me your fucking doctorate degree, you child. You calling people fascists for criticizing you now? What the fuck is wrong with you? And we are literally 20 seconds in. I'm sorry, Ron. Let's let it continue. That's my bad. I'll let it continue. But boy, you guys see, I'm struggling with this motherfucker.
Who you pray for. Well, I'm a free man. I pray for anybody I want to pray for. I'm praying for Aaron. I've been praying for Mumia and Leonard and so forth. You see? And anybody who's falsely accused and has to wrestle with state-sponsored torture and now maybe state-sponsored murder, you pray for his family. Stella Assange said the same thing. And of course, I've been in deep South there, Julian, now for over 10 years.
We just explained that Navalny was killed by a blood clot. There is no evidence that Russia killed Navalny. And by the way, and I can find the receipt for you guys. I don't have it, but I showed you guys before. Navalny was caught on tape asking for $20 million from the MI6 so he can start a color revolution. Highly illegal in every country that ever existed in the history of humanity. But Dr. Cornel West said he was wrongfully imprisoned. So when you guys see how he uses his faith to show the fact that you are factually wrong about this, let's continue.
Being there, the embassy with him. You pray for his family. Stella Assange said the same thing. And of course, I've been in deep South there, Julian, now for over 10 years in terms of being there. In the embassy with him in London, and me and Roger Waters and others raising money for him in New York, and with his blessed father and brother Gabriel and John with them in Washington, D.C. So when I read this piece, I was told about it. When I was told about it, well, I'm praying for the family, and then here's people saying, well, he's giving a eulogy, as if he's giving a eulogy for a Nazi, because people are saying sometimes he's a Nazi supervisor. I'm walking down the street, the brother walks up to me and said, Brother West, I didn't know you were a Nazi sympathizer.
Me neither.
Oh, you guys see why he's melting down now? This motherfucker is getting called out in real life. Nigga, can you imagine being called out in real life for praising a Nazi? I'll go back just a little bit first so you guys have context, and I'll let it continue.
Told about it. Well, I'm praying for the family, and then here's people saying, well, he's giving a eulogy, as if he's giving a eulogy for a Nazi, because people are saying sometimes he's a Nazi supervisor. I'm walking down the street, the brother walks up to me and said, Brother West, I didn't know you were a Nazi sympathizer. I said, what you mean, Nazi sympathizer? I can't imagine. Down to Charlottesville, put life on the line against these gangsters.
This man said, I'm not a Nazi sympathizer. I called out Charlottesville. Bro, you think your fucking virtue signals about Charlottesville, those feds, it wipes away the fact that you praise someone who went
Nancy Pelosi kneeled and Keith, nigga. So they had.
Bro, you calling out Charlottesville does not erase the fact that you voted for Jim Crow Joe. Are you serious? He like, nigga, you guys think I'm praising white supremacists, nigga? Don't you know I called out Charlottesville? Let's continue.
I didn't know you were a Nazi sympathizer. I said, what you mean, Nazi sympathizer? I'm going down to Charlottesville, put life on the line against these gangsters. What are you talking about? Well, people are writing on the internet, and particular individuals talking about you eulogize a Nazi and you praise another Nazi. But see, this kind of pettiness for me simply.
So calling out someone for praising white supremacists who said that all Muslims are cockroaches and he wanted to deport them using violence, that's petty? You guys see how Dr. Cornel West is trying to establish a culture where you cannot criticize the PMC class? Being weak on white supremacy is not a petty issue, Dr. West. repeating CIA propaganda and being wrong on this issue, lying that saying Putin killed Navalny is not petty. It would be petty if it was maybe a school teacher. Imagine we were doing segments calling out Becky in Michigan. You see what Becky tweeted? She got 50 friends, and we just calling her out every day. I would get it then. But sir, you are running for president of the United States. You unserious clown.
This is how you know that they are contradicting themselves, because if we was just some podcasters or niggas that have been talking shit and we petty, why even respond to us? You know what I do to a troll? I just mute and block. I just mute and block and be on about my day and not even think about you again. You know we have legit criticisms, and you know we have the platform to call your ass out on it to get more eyes on it and wake people up. And that's what you are afraid of. Actually waking people up to your bullshit that you have been spewing for fucking generations now. You have been walking the line for fucking generations, and to sit here and try to, make fun of us, and throw revolutionary and quotations, and you don't even have a party of your own, my nigga. You got to jump from here to there. You don't have, what have you done that is so fucking radical that we're looking at you like, oh, well, Dr. Cornel West, he's the fucking best fucking civil rights leader in the fucking... No, you're not even a top 10 civil rights leader. You're not even top 20 civil rights leader, my nigga.
He's still alive. That says it all, right? Still alive. Let's continue.
Life on the line against these gangsters. What are you talking about? Well, people are writing on the internet, and particular individuals talking about you eulogize a Nazi and you praise another Nazi. But see, this kind of pettiness for me simply it just shows a deep problem. It's a spiritual problem. It's a moral problem, and it has to be addressed explicitly. And of course, it's a whole little slice of the left. It's not broad left, but it's part of a left that has been so neglected.
He's talking about the damn workers. He's like, these goddamn fucking workers. They won't fall in line with my civility policies. They keep calling me out. Don't they know I'm Dr. fucking Cornel West? Nigga, you don't call me out. I'm Dr. West. You don't call me out. You got to see the ego. These fucking workers are calling me out. Do you understand that we view you as a child? Do the PMC realize how emotionally unintelligent that they seem to us? The workers who go through struggles and shit every day. Nigga, he complaining that people are holding him accountable when he's running for president. Nigga, you are a child, sir. Give me your doctorate. You're not emotionally
There's no way he would be able to handle Trump. There's no way. If they had, let's say if he did good enough in the general to get on the debate stage, if they have a debate, man, Trump will eat his ass alive. Get the fuck out of here.
Trump will eat this nigga. Bro, he was complaining like, you being racist. You attacking me as a black man. He start using liberal talking, but he start using identity politics. That's all he has. He is unserious. We were just getting started. Let's continue this video. Man, it actually gets more cringe, believe it or not.
Of course, it's a whole little slice of the left. It's not broad left, but it's part of a left that has been so neglected and so disrespected that they primarily look for put down in order to get various kinds of clicks and various kinds of markets. And so the independent media.
You know what you do when you're looking for clicks and markets? You know what you do when if you're looking for the grift? You praise Hamas. That's what you do.
No, you praise Israel. You praise Israelis. That's the money. That's where the fucking money. Imagine us being pro-Israel. What, man? Oh, man, we'd be fucking millionaires.
The grift is telling people to not vote for Jim Crow Joe instead of what you did, telling people to vote for Jim Crow Joe, which led to a genocide, sir. So as he called independent media, because remember, look at our feed. You guys see the clip where I cover how the PMC class hates independent media. You had our friend do this at the Join Assange rally, independent media, another channel that's critical of Dr. Cornel West. I covered the Palestine movement in March in Kansas City. I posted multiple speeches that went viral on Twitter, including the elder Palestinian that explained the history of Israel. Real citizen journalism, me breaking stories. Dr. Cornel West has disdain for citizen journalism. He thinks citizen journalism is a grift. Of course we want clicks, because a citizen journalist want as many people to see the expose of the empire as possible. Dr. Cornel West wants us to mute ourselves. We want you to have a channel, but don't go after clicks. What are you talking about? We are a citizen journalist here to expose the empire. I want as many people to see that as possible. You guys see the disdain he has towards independent media? And as he calls us grifters, this is Dr. Cornel West. We are grifters, apparently, for calling this out. Another criticism that I have had. What is your plan to get on the ballot, sir? We criticized Dr. Cornel West for leaving the Green Party because the Green Party got ballot access. You got to know Dr. Jill Stein, who I will call Dr. not Cornball West. You know she won the Missouri primary in the Green Party. She's scheduled to be on the ballot in Missouri because I voted for her twice. I know. You know who's not going to vote for Dr. Cornel West even if I wanted to? No one in Missouri. Not a single motherfucker, you inefficient grifter. This man got $140,000 in January and spent $0 on ballot access. You know, the most important thing to do as a third-party candidate, and you call us a grifter? You grifting old-ass motherfucker. You grifted $140,000 from the working class, and you have ballot access nowhere. Even if niggas watching this stream and they disagree with me, they're like, no, nigga, Dr. Cornel West is still my hero. Even if they still saying that, they can't vote for your ass. Because you did this. Remember, cause and effect. Dr. Cornel West does something stupid, RBN criticizes him. Do you guys think we wanted to criticize him? We like, why are you doing this stupid shit? So he does this stupid shit.
Because I remember we talked about this, Nick. We talked about this. We did y'all did a show with him. I think it was all of us, me, you, and CJ. We did a show with him. Then he went on Twitter and said some dumb shit. So we all talking about it. Be like, look, next show we do with him, let's just try to walk him through it, right? So this next interview, you and CJ, I'm not on that show. We're trying to walk him through it. Like, look, talk like this, walk like this, say that. This is how you're gonna get, the left on your side and not just these liberals. Man, that motherfucker went back on Twitter, says some more dumb shit. I'm just like, when y'all gonna be done with this nigga, dog? Because you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm sorry, but he's done. And I feel like all this hissy fit bullshit is just him dialing down, getting ready to drop out because $100,000 in just January, nigga, you broke. You know how much? Dog, it costs like $5 million to even run for mayor in a small town. You broke. You can't survive. You can't survive this. You can't survive a presidential campaign. You can't even. Come on, man. You can't even pay for an advertisement with $100,000. It costs $1 million to get advertisement.
I 100% agree with CJ. Because I was talking to CJ earlier. This motherfucker got heat from his class because this motherfucker would start pulling from Biden. So then he started tanking his campaign. He left the Green Party to protect Joe Biden. Right, so let's continue the video. God damn, we're only 4 minutes in. So let's it get even more on hands. Let's continue. Just let me know how you're doing on time, Rome. I'm gonna go around 2 hours, 2:15. I'm cutting off around maybe 2
I'm gonna go get my water cup real quick though.
Yeah, feel free to take breaks if you have to as well. Let's get back to the video.
Paul Street, who I think is one of the most insightful writers around, alongside Brother Chris Hedges and others, that it's clear that the independent media is not that independent. Put it that way. It's dependent on market. And by being dependent on market, you're looking for various clicks, you're looking for eyeballs, you're looking for views. And so the realities of the suffering that Brother Aaron's sacrifice highlights is subordinate to the put downs and the trashings and the takedowns that give you attention. And this goes all the way back to Brother Jimmy Dore. I talked about that in terms of the Jimmy Dore plantation. To the put downs and the trashings and the takedowns that give you attention. And this goes all the way back to Brother Jimmy Dore. I've talked about that in terms of the Jimmy Dore plantation and the folk on his plantation. And you can't really put white supremacy at the center. That's been part of my critique of the Green Party, right? Green Party got some of the best people in the world in terms of people who have a longevity.
Sure. The Green Party not only has reparations on the ballot, you won't catch the Green Party dead praising white supremacists. You won't ever catch us praising white supremacists. And you guys see he bring up the Jimmy Dore plantation. Do I even have to bring? Do I even address? I already destroyed that nonsense. The only person on the plantation is you, Dr. West. You was on the Jim Crow Joe plantation. That's why you dropped out of the Green Party, because you didn't want to hurt your friend Jim Crow Joe. If anyone's on the plantation, it's you. But I'm gonna let it continue. I don't want to get into another rant. Let's continue.
Back to Brother Jimmy Dore, I've talked about that in terms of the Jimmy Dore plantation and the folk on his plantation. And you can't really put white supremacy at the center. That's been part of my critique of the Green Party, right? Green Party got some of the best people in the world in terms of people who have a longevity of struggle for justice, but there'll never be a left that doesn't put white supremacy and empire at the center. And the Green Party's never ever done that.
They have reparations on the ballot, and they oppose empire more than you do, sir. The video. Let's continue.
White supremacy and empire at the center. And the Green Party's never ever done that. And so therefore, that was one of the reasons why I couldn't stay. There was also personal reasons why, in terms of my own relations with Jill Stein, and I saw her up close, and what I saw I didn't like, and therefore there was no way I could be able to follow through in that regard. And that's tip of the iceberg. I'm not going to get into all the details and what have you. Of course, same is true with Brother Peter too. Sister Jill and Brother Peter saw him up close, didn't like what I saw, kept on moving. How come? Because I got one life to live. Oh, Sister Brianna, I got to focus on the people. I got to focus on how do you deal with the suffering. I had to focus on how we proceed. And the founding of the party was a matter, as you know, we already got Alaska. We got Oregon. We just got United Citizens, the all-black party, South Carolina with the Nullums, magnificent folk.
You notice this motherfucker is not on the ballot in not a single swing state. Do you guys think that's a coincidence? I'll let it continue.
On the way to Utah and Nebraska, and the other states have yet to fully open. Meaning what? On the move. Some states, you have to have a party in order to keep the signatures down to 5,000. If you're independent, it could be 25,000. So we're moving again, just like improvisational, from state to state. One state I can be independent with 5, don't need the party. Another state, if I have a party, I can take it down to 5. Alaska, it was a Aurora party. Oregon, it was a progressive party. Each one of them putting me on. Peace and Freedom Party in California now. I'm part of their nomination process. I'm trying to get on the ballot the best way I can.
So you're saying that I didn't realize this, that you're allowed to, on a state-by-state basis, run either as part of a party or independent in the same. Okay, that's interesting. And you're saying that choice is enabling you to get more access than running simply as an independent.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
almost 3 times as many signatures required if you're independent as opposed to having. Mm-hmm.
So how many states at present are people are going to, and how many states are people going to be able to vote for you today? And how many more do you anticipate being on before Election Day?
As of today, late February, Black History Month, Alaska, Aurora Party, first one. I salute the folks. And you know, God bless Alaska. Alaska looks more like the National Hockey League than it does the National Basketball Association, right? You got a lot of vanilla brothers and sisters up there. They're in the basic income, universal and basic income. I'm in universal basic. We have tremendous overlap. It's a beautiful thing. I can't wait to get there and thank them. But that's one. The second was Progressive Party in Oregon. The third, United Citizens in South Carolina, all black party. And we're nearly there in Utah, nearly there in Nebraska, and we actually got enough signatures in Hawaii. But the process is one in which we still have to finish, and we're wondering who's making decisions as saying that certain signatures are valid and not valid. So we are on the move in a mighty way, I'm telling you.
So I really appreciate you laying that out. And I want to circle back later in the podcast to talk about how supporters and listeners can help facilitate your efforts in getting on the ballot, because I do know that's such an uphill battle for insurgent candidates. And I think it's important for the left to support those efforts regardless. But I want to come back to the core of what you said earlier, which was in some parts something I really agree with, which is that there are some perverse incentives that exist in left media as they exist in mainstream media and elsewhere in the world.
Just markets across the board. That's right.
I do think there is an appetite for conflict and being critical. It's easier to be critical than be supportive. You get more clicks for being critical than for being supportive. And sometimes that leads people, I think, down destructive paths that disrupt solidarity that is much needed on the left. I agree with all of that.
You guys see how the PMCs agree? Oh, I'm shocked. The PMC class is upset because the workers are making you guys uncomfortable because you guys are getting shit wrong. Why don't they bring up all the people that we have uplifted on the channel? All the mutual aid that we have advocated for. You guys know how many citizen journalists, how many activists that I'm great friends with who are thankful of RBN for giving them a platform? Why don't they like, oh, these people are interested in tearing people down? No, we're not. We had a general strike summit where we had union leaders on to elevate their message. We had the Palestinian Community Network on. We elevated the struggle of the Palestinians. We have the reparation chairwoman of California to talk about reparations. We uplifted the reparations effort. Why does no one talk about the people that we uplift? I gave a speech at Worker Strike Back, and I am a strong supporter of Sharma Sawant and Worker Strike Back. And the list goes on and on. Look at all the projects that we support. All the people I bring. I just had Misty on. I highlight Misty's activism. I say all the time that I'm the biggest hype man on RBN because I bring my friends on and I hype up their work. The PMCs are mad because I'm not praising them. Look at my library. Look at the people I have on. I have people that TYTs and these other channels won't have on because they won't give them clicks. I'll have like a Saul Rod on. I'll have all these great thinkers on. I'll bring them on. Like, man, you're amazing. You do amazing work. You do amazing activism. You guys know how many people I constantly prop up? You know how many smaller channels I have propped up with RBN? Do you guys have any idea how many activists I have praised and elevated and retweet with my Twitter page? They never bring that up. They bring up the fact that we criticize the professional managerial class. What? Are you serious? That's what you're upset at us about? You ignore all the activism we do, all the people that we inspire. Do you guys have any idea how many people told us? And this is not a brag. This is just a fact, doctor. It's a fact that countless people have told us that they got into mutual aid because of our videos. Because we inspire people to get in the streets. I've heard this countless times. That's why I continue this work despite the smear jobs I get from you people. Because I know my work of influencing people to get engaged in mutual aid is important. But they paint this narrative that we do nothing but tear down. No, we criticize the professional managerial class and the people who put their hand up and say that we want to be leader for getting issues wrong. Issues that you have no right to get wrong, but I'll continue the video. But this narrative that Bree happily accepts, that we and other citizen journalists exist to tear people down. When I just saw Savvy, she just had PSL and other bunch of activists highlighting their work. We doing that every damn stream. Every stream. We are talking about this.
They only listen to the criticisms. They're only going to listen to the criticisms. And it's legit. It's legit criticism. So what they're going to do? What they're going to say about us? They're going to lie every fucking time. And they're going to downplay us because we outdo them. I know I'm outdoing a lot of these PMC motherfuckers, niggas who got millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of followers, and not putting these niggas to work, not doing nothing with them. So they look at that, they like, oh, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, don't talk about that. These niggas just mouthpieces. But at the same time, I'm glad that he had basically popped the cherry on the Jimmy Dore and them. Yeah, say our name. Yeah, you want to talk shit about Jimmy Dore, but say our name, because a lot of people, when they talk shit about us, they say Jimmy Dore and them. Bitch, it ain't no Jimmy Dore and them. This is Revolutionary Network. Some shit that we built from the motherfucking ground. Nigga, nothing to do with Jimmy Dore. Look at the fucking owners of the goddamn network. You don't see a James on that motherfucker at all.
And being critical, it's easier to be critical than be supportive. You get more clicks for being critical than for being supportive. And sometimes that leads people, I think, down destructive paths that disrupt solidarity that is much needed on the left. I agree with all of that. And I have even tussled with some of the same parties that I think are causing you frustration right now.
She said it. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I did not supposed to be about Bree. But this is the position of RBN that the PMC class don't understand. She said we're disrupting solidarity. No, holding people accountable is the part of the solidarity. It's part of us being community with each other. And you show that you have solidarity with us if you're willing to take criticism from us without canceling us. What they are demanding is not solidarity. They are demanding unity.
Yeah.
Dr. Cornel West, he's not demanding solidarity. He wants unity. I reject unity. Fuck unity. You're not allowed to get issues wrong. You're not allowed to praise white supremacy. And if we are in solidarity together, we are able to criticize each other without you melting down like a Karen. But let's continue. I didn't get through Bree's question, but it's very disappointing that Bree is not even remotely pushing back on that. But maybe I might be wrong. I guess I'll let her finish. But it's very disappointing that she's accepting his bullshit PMC premise.
But I think it's also true that, and I don't always live up to this, but I aspire certainly to try, even while I feel like I'm sometimes being targeted unfairly by some of these interlocutors, to try to not fight back, as it were, to not give oxygen to some of that. Because at the end of the day, even those groups that have come after me, I think often offer an important perspective within the left community, are still with me 95% on our left perspectives, have huge audiences that I think
she's right about this. RBN, we got Bree back. We has Bree back, but
I always had her back.
Bree is my friend. She has helped me raise money for the library. She has looked out for me multiple times. It was, times that she was trying to downplay herself, saying that she's not an activist. I was like, shit, when I met you, when I heard about you, you was getting people on the ground. They was making fun of you because of how many people that you had on the ground, but how many people did they have on the ground? Remember that march that Bree had organized? And it was only like 20-something people on the ground. And they was making fun of her. I was like, what the fuck? Well, how many people y'all get on the motherfucking ground to do a march for healthcare?
Was that like forced to vote or something? I think I
was forced to vote. Yeah, for healthcare. I'm like, the thing is, look, we're not here to like Nick said, we're not here for unity. We're here to hold each other accountable. And if we have said anything that was wrong, if we have lied on any of you, if we have said anything that was in the wrong, please point it out, because all we have been doing is telling you guys, stay away from Democrats. Don't go to Democrat light. That was one of our criticisms with Bree. I'm still friends with her to this day, but we still have to say, hey, don't do this, don't do that, because a lot of these people in the PMC, they be out of touch with the working class. And when they say they want solidarity, it really don't feel like that, because I hear that shit from white people too. Oh, we got to have we got to have solidarity with the working class. Okay, when you say working class, do you think of white people when you say that? Because that's what I think. That's what I get from it, right? And when they say solidarity with workers, they mean shut up and let us do our thing.
The thing is, I defended Bree countless times, man.
Man, who the fuck is this troll, dog?
No, don't worry about it. But I defended Bree countless times.
I just know that word, bro. Like you can troll, but bro, don't use that word.
Yeah, don't. It's only a Rumble chat. Don't care. I don't care. But like, I defended, and this is the part where they said they always tear people down. I defended her against Tim Black. Do you guys remember when Tim Black went on that unhinged attack against Breonna Joy Gray? I defended her in that, and Dr. Cornel West, who criticizes YouTubers and citizen journalists for starting beefs, has no criticism of Tim Black's unhinged attack that he laid on Breonna Joy Gray during the forced to vote during their beef. You guys see the hypocrisy there? He has no criticism of Tim Black, even though Tim Black starts drama all the time, because Tim Black's kisses boots. It's not about these principles.
Tim Black
it's about bowing to them.
Tim Black apologized to us. Same week, went after us. And like, dog, what the fuck? Okay, and you know what? If we were so petty, we would have went after Tim Black. We ain't really went after Tim Black until Dr. Cornel West went on his show and said something.
Our beef pit with Tim Black, guys. Why you guys think there's beef between us? The beef between us and Tim Black started because I defended Bree, and now Bree like pretends it never happened, and now she's been upset with me ever since I criticized her for propping up Marianne Williamson, and she's forget all the time I defend her in the past. So that's why I'm done with the PMCs, because it's the second that you criticize them from the left, they cut you off. You know what I mean? They're done with you. I mean, there's a reason you see Sabby and Sabby only on the Hill. You know what I mean? I destroyed her friend Robbie the only time you seen me, because I criticized her for propping up Marianne Williamson. So despite all the times I defended her, all the times we was on the same side, I criticized her one time, and she has cut me off ever since then, which I'm okay with. You guys know I don't complain about it, because I don't care about being friends with the PMC class at all anymore. But anyway, let's continue the video. I want to time the stream to be over around 2 hours, 2:30 at best. So
yeah, I got some mushrooms to take.
Aggregate, they're informing in positive ways. Not every interlocutor I'd say this about, but I think a lot of the people that are in the mix. I have had disputes with, say, someone like the Wolfpack. I'm just his name just
Tim Black.
What? I'm sorry. I could.
Bro.
Can you go on with him? Black. I'm sorry. How could I forget his last name is Black? LOL. Right. So for certain sense, I've had some disagreements with Tim Black in the past, but I like Tim Black. I appreciate his content. I like that he's putting out there.
Tim Black, bro. Tim Black trashed her in the same way that Bree platformed.
What do you say?
After Vosh called her subhuman scum, Bree invited Vosh on his show, and she was friendly with them. And then you guys know our sister, Misty Winston. Misty Winston called out Bree, like, why do you platform Vosh? And Bree blocks Misty. And Bree never explained it. She blocks Misty for platforming Vosh. Meanwhile, she forgives Tim Black. You guys see how the PLC class are loyal and they attach to each other? Meanwhile, we made one criticism about her support of Marianne Williamson. She freaks the fuck out. You know, it's so Vosh can call her subhuman scum, and she's okay with Vosh, but we criticize her for supporting Marianne Williamson, and we get cut off. Comrade Misty criticizes her for platforming Vosh, and then Bree blocks her. So me being a friend who's loyal to my fucking friends, I'll call out Bree for this. Like, why the fuck you blocking Misty for this? Another reason why she don't fuck with me no more. Once again, you guys hearing this for the first time, because it doesn't really bother me. I'm telling you guys this because this is why I'm done with the PMC class. I'm tired of the politics. I'm tired of the politics of dealing with the Breonna Joy Grays. I'm tired of the politics of dealing with Dr. Cornel West. I didn't get into this for this. I'm a nerd who likes to talk about politics. I want to see change in our system. I'm tired of fucking politicking with these PMCs. I'm tired of politicking with these people. I got to worry about asking you tough questions. And if you watch this interview, Breonna Joy Gray handles Dr. Cornel West with kid gloves because she realized that Dr. Cornel West has an ego. I'm tired. I'm tired of this politicking. That's why I'm done with it. I've been done with it for a while. Anyway, let's continue.
You know, I choose to look the other way, you know, for better or for worse. I've had my run-ins with RBN, and I certainly don't agree with all of their takes. But I kind of try to look the other way, because at the end of the day, I do want the left to be more united. And it strikes me as something a little discordant about the accurate observation you're making about how frustrating it is that there is an appetite for being critical, even when it's not entirely deserved. And hold on, Bree.
This nigga praised the Nazi, Bree. This nigga praised the whole fucking Nazi, Bree. No, that shit was deserved, Bree. When he left the Green Party, we said, what are you going to do about ballot access? That is legit criticism, Bree.
Bree, what criticism have we laid on Dr. Cornel West that was?
I didn't say nothing about this nigga hairline being fucked up. Him not lining up his fucking mustache, not me not trusting that. Now that's some petty ass bullshit. Him being a black man and not being upkept. Now I could have been saying that fucking bullshit, but this nigga praised a fucking Nazi, and it's not legit. It's not legit criticism. Come on, man.
So I'll let her finish her statement, but I'm gonna ask this question because I would love for people who criticize RBN to be precise one time. Just once. I want a precise criticism of RBN. She says RBN has takes that she disagree with. For example, because you guys know how I tolerate people I don't tolerate people getting issues wrong. So if you have a problem with a take I have, let me know. What is it? What is it?
You're too hard on me.
Crickets? Okay, so Bree, what is the criticism of Dr. West that you find unfair? Crickets? So we have opportunities to talk. We had Dr. Cornel West on our show. We brought up our criticism to him to his face. We criticized him for advocating for Jim Crow Joe. I criticized him for his take on Russia to his face. You know, these people never have these criticisms that they bring up to my face. Let's continue. Let's continue because this is pretty disappointing. When I came into this, I thought that Bree would like rough him up a little bit more. To see her like accept his fucking premise that we are somehow too mean to the PMC class is highly, highly disappointing. But as you guys see in the stream, I'm done, man. I don't need them. I'm done. So let's continue this, and I want to hear her finish her thought.
Accurate observation.
Can I chime in?
About how frustrating it
Oh
is.
shit, we got
There is
CJ
an
here.
appetite.
Oh shit, what's popping, CJ? The founders are here. CJ, we can't hear you. Check your audio.
Sorry, my bad. Oh, I thought I was on mute. Yeah, I just this particular part. I've been watching the whole thing. My mic sounds good, right, Nick? The mic is fine. I've been watching this whole thing, and this is the part where I just have to say something. Again, I didn't see this video until the stream. Didn't see the video.
I know you probably fucking see it. Like just
y'all
like
been
me.
seething this whole time. I've been seething this whole time. But let me make this point. What you're seeing in this interview and the line of questioning that Bree is having has nothing to do with Cornel West, what he's saying.
Yeah.
What Bree is doing is using Cornel West to fight a fight she has with RBN. That's what she's doing. She's using Cornel West in this manner because she's using him to say the things she wants to say about Marianne Williamson, the critiques we had about her and Marianne Williamson, the critiques we had about her in that picture going to the wedding. So all of the stuff she's saying about infighting and all this is that. It has nothing to do at all whatsoever with Cornel West. What she saw was an opportunity. Oh, this is somebody who has beef with RBN.
Yes, DJ.
This is somebody. So let me go ahead and bring him on and exploit this, not at all trying to resolve what she's saying. Now, when it comes to Bree, like with Nina Turner, I would say I'm probably the softest on Nina Turner out of all the RBN members. When it comes to Bree, I'm absolutely the hardest, I believe, on her. I don't buy this shit that she's selling. She is slightly better than Hillary Banks to me. That's where she's at. You can say all you want. I'm saying your tangible politics is slightly better than Hillary Banks. That's your tangible politics. But when you get on the mic, you become a different character when she gets on the mic for the money. That's my assessment of Bree. Now, why the PMCs cancel us is the PMCs are about civility politics.
Yeah.
Don't let them get you to believe that they're down with the workers and we're like the workers don't care about civility politics, and they try to pretend like they're like us, and they're not. And you're seeing it in both of the people you see on the screen. Cornel West's reaction to RBN is the same reaction that white lady in the park with that black guy trying to take pictures of birds. That's Cornel West's reaction. That's a liberal. That's a liberal. And he gets offended. All these social democrats get offended when we call them liberals. That's what you are.
They are.
If you are neoliberal adjacent and you are in a group with neoliberals, how can you be in a group with neoliberal fascists and you be a progressive? Explain that shit to me, sir and ma'am. How is that even possible? It is not possible. So what RBN has created is this friction because there's people who have been able to pretend all this time.
Yeah.
The Black Power
Yes,
media,
DJ.
the Cornel Wests, the Breonna Joy Graves. They've been able to play this shit. I'm the big bad black Mark, Malcolm X adjacent. And then RBN kicked in the door and they said, no, those are the real niggas over there. What are you guys talking about, Bree? What are you guys? That's why she got destroyed. Remember, she came back. This is why I say she's slightly better than Hillary Banks. Remember, she came back after that picture debacle was they got destroyed. And then they tried to do a stream to explain it with martini glasses. Tell me that's not fucking Hillary Banks. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That's what I had.
Oh man, CJ just fucking. I'm so glad we got the founders here today because CJ just said that your points was on fire, bro. And I did not think about it that way. But as I said earlier this stream, like this, I'm done, bro. Like I'm like you guys can catch me with the Palestinian Community Network. You guys know I'm gonna have Bisty, all my friends that you guys seen at Nick and Night. We still have a John Baraka, Mark Kimberly, all of these great post-duopoly thinkers. But I am done with liberalism. I am done with people who are weak on white supremacy. I am done for people who vote for Democrats. I am done with this weakness in the PMC. There's not even going to be a fucking hand offering for me no more. Because I told you I'm a softy at heart, guys. I always wanted to offer my hand out. No more. I am a Marxist-Leninist. And unless you're on board with revolution, I'm fucking done with you. So let's continue with this video. We can get started. I'm glad that CJ joined us tonight.
Yeah, I'll hang out for a couple of minutes, then I'm going to take off.
Yeah. Feel free to bounce on any time. We only halfway through, so we see how much farther we're gonna get through it. Let's start the video.
You're making about how frustrating it is that there is an appetite for being critical, even when it's not entirely deserved. And some of the characterizations that you've made about the Green Party and Jill Stein, and I'm not quite sure how productive they are, and I want you to help me understand.
I was like, all right, let me wait till she finishes her thought. She don't even defend independent media. She's upset because he's criticizing the Green Party.
I was waiting for it. Oh God!
At no point, I'll pass right to you, Ron. But at no point is she defending his unhinged attacks on independent media right now, which is crazy. But go ahead, Ron.
He just dissed all of us. Not only RBN, Bree. He dissed all of us. He said that y'all niggas is in it for the money. Do you agree with him? Why no pushback on that? Because Bree, you say it yourself, you still got student loan debt. You're not making as much money as people think that you are. What the fuck? Okay.
And what's Bree and CJ, I'm so glad you joined and said that because I didn't even consider that. But it proves what you said correct. If Bree didn't want to character assassinate RBN, why didn't she just correct him on her smear of our work in independent media? She immediately jumps to the Green Party and defending the Green Party because she accepts the premise. She's like, oh, people being criticized when they don't deserve it. You go attending a wedding with Marianne Williamson and then you lying to your audience pretending that she has a chance is a legitimate criticism. That is access journalism. And
not only was it legitimate criticism, Nick, she's very upset about it because you know why? And it came out in that interview with Norman Finkelstein, in several interviews, right? When he brought up Marianne Williamson, he's like, I don't know, I don't care why everybody is all on Marianne Williamson. My audience doesn't want me to do it. Her audience listens to us and is in her ear all the time, telling her how clownish Marianne Williamson is. That's why she was so triggered by Norman Finkelstein. That's why she's okay with these lies about RBN because she's mad. This is just a classic case of PMC. I'm going to give retribution, revenge to these workers who's criticizing me. I have a fucking degree from Harvard. Fuck out of here, man.
Let's continue the video. I'm shocked. Maybe she turned around, but the first 11 minutes, I will say I'm not impressed by Bree. I hope she turns it around later as we continue because at this point,
she did eventually defend you.
But I am shocked to see that she doesn't defend or push back against Dr. Cornel West unhinged characterization about what we do.
She slightly does in the end because I've seen when somebody gave me the heads up that she does say us. I did because I follow her Patreon. I went to her Patreon.
That's fair.
and I watched the end. I didn't watch this part, like the last. So she says something positive is all I can say. That doesn't take the critiques away. They can be, they can exist. You mean our critiques of what she does and how she does it in this space isn't lessened by her mildly defending us, and it's mild. It's pretty mild. But go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't see the full. I only seen this clip, and I haven't seen all the clip. I made about 10 minutes in, so I'm going blind from here on out. And I think she had to say something because Cornel West was so unhinged. She don't say anything and make her look too bad. But you gotta know that it took her an hour plus to reach to that point. And it was like right at the end, and she's not gonna release it for free. But anyway, let's continue. That's not that much, so let's continue this. I'll go back just a little bit for context.
The accurate observation you're making about how frustrating it is that there is an appetite for being critical, even when it's not entirely deserved. And some of the characterizations that you've made about the Green Party and Jill Stein, and I'm not quite sure how productive they are, and I want you to help me understand and explain it to me, given that the odds are in many or most states, come election day, the Green Party and Jill Stein at the head of the ticket might be one of the only options, genuinely progressive options, that people in most states around the country have to vote for. So if there are real criticisms there, I sort of feel like it would be useful to lay them on the table if they are real substantive criticisms as to why people shouldn't vote for Jill Stein in your view. And if they're not, then I do wonder what the utility is of bringing them to the fore, since people really do, for good reason, respect your opinion on these things.
Well, I think one, though, we have to draw a distinction between being critical and being trashing. You see,
sure.
I've given 2 eulogies in my life for my mother and my father.
Oh, he's still mad.
Somebody starts talking about I eulogize a Nazi. What do you think that's going to do to me? I come out swinging. You see, I come out swinging with that kind of language, you see. And the same is true with when you just the Revolutionary Black Network and so forth. You see, when they trashing and degrading and disrespecting in order to just make money, then how can I not respond?
Hold on. Look. We didn't even, I don't even know if we got paid for the shit that we had said yet. So we didn't even get paid for the shit. But ain't nobody saying that shit to get paid. We saying that shit to make people aware. There's a booby trap that they set in front of you. Look down. There's a booby trap that you're about to walk in. This is all that we are here for, is to point out the bullshit. Anybody make it? How much money does we make to say Dr. Cornel West fucking calling out? You think all of our followers is giving us $1,000 each? Like, thank you, RBN. You saved my motherfucking life. Get the fuck out of here.
Dr. Cornel West, I'm gonna take your doctorate away once again, because I'm gonna use some critical thinking skills which you lack. Your doctorate degree took your critical thinking skills away. So if we was grifters, hey, Rome, CJ, wouldn't it make more sense if we did what Tim Black did? Wouldn't it make more sense for us to ride the Dr. Cornel West campaign train, just be loyal to him, prop him up at all times, and just ride the campaign? Wouldn't it be better for us to just prop up Marianne Williamson, the same way that Bree did, prop her up in order to elevate her campaign for your YouTube channel? Isn't that what we would do if we was grifters? If we wanted to make money, wouldn't we just be a campaign arm like you try to make us? If we was grifters, wouldn't we tell people to vote for genocide Joe Biden so liberals will like us like you did? If we was grifters, wouldn't we call Alexei Navalny a brother in order to win over the Ukraine supporters? If I was a grifter, wouldn't I condemn Hamas so white people will like me like you do, like you try to make white people like you? Mm-hmm. You're the person who craves the opinion, the positive opinion of white America and the white supremacist structure. You do that because you're a grifter. You don't want to give away your academic prospects. So Harvard dangled tenure in front of your black ass for decades. That's why you look like you sound like a liberal jackass when you talk to Sister Soldier. There's a reason why you voted for Barack Obama, because you had that tenure dangled around. So you was a grifter in order to get Harvard tenure, and then they still didn't give it to your black ass, despite the fact that you was a liberal and Sister Soldier exposed you as an anti-communist liberal. You praise Ronald Reagan as a freedom fighter so white people will like you. But you have the nerve to call us a grifter?
And they still don't like your ass.
They still don't like your ass. Pathetic. Let's continue. I'm gonna play the smear part again. This is him just being essentially in shambles. And I would take back everything mean I said about Brie in the stream if she pushes back here. I would take back everything I said because I haven't seen up to this part yet. So let's see if Brie gonna push back on Dr. Cornel West's absolutely unhinged criticism of RBN, calling a group that started multiple mutual aid chapters, 5 mutual aid chapters across the nation, who get paid pennies for this work. Let's see if Brie has the integrity to push back. I haven't seen it, but let's see.
Gonna do to me. I come out swinging.
Corny as hell, bro.
You see, I come out swinging with that kind of language, you see. And the same is true with when you with just Revolutionary Black Network and so forth. You see, when they trashing and degrading and disrespecting in order to just make money, then how can I not respond? That's just pathetic. It's petty. You see. I'm not calling for censorship. I'm not calling for censorship. And not only that, though, Sister Brianna, that, you know, so many of these folk 10 years ago, when I was doing exactly the same thing I'm doing, where were they? Most of them were mainstream.
These fucking teenagers, 20 years old and shit.
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay? Are you okay? Sir, when I was 20 years old, I was smart enough to vote for Jill Stein. When I was 20 years old, I wasn't praising Ronald Reagan as a freedom fighter. You was a grown-ass man in 2011 and praised Ronald Reagan as a freedom fighter. You are a grown-ass man who gets this issue wrong. So are you pulling rank based on your age here?
You know how these old niggas is? Oh, you should respect your elders. I don't respect my elders. I'm going to tell you straight up. I give respect where respect due. I don't give a fuck if you old. Half of you old niggas don't. Most of you old niggas don't deserve no respect. Look at the state of black people right now. And you call yourself a motherfucking black leader. What the fuck have you led?
They're like, where was you when I was marching in Vietnam? I'm sorry I wasn't born yet. Where was you when I was marching in something? Nigga, what does this have to do with the fact that you're getting shit wrong today? The fact that you lied about Putin killing Alexei Navalny, even though Ukraine intelligence said that Alexei Navalny killed him, died because of a blood clot. So, Dr. Cornel West, are you saying that Putin has a blood clot fucking ray gun or something? Putin, the inventor of the blood clot ray machine, apparently. That's the deeply unserious thought process.
Let me say this before my battery dies here.
Yeah, go ahead, DJ. I'm glad you joined us.
Yeah, and that is the reason this critique about us being grifters, like doing it for the money, it's a default critique that normally they can apply to the other professional managerial class talk show hosts or podcast hosts. That's why it's such a reflexive thing. The problem is it doesn't apply to us. When we're literally making $320 when you do the math, 6 people, including our editor from Patreon, how is that grifting? But you understand it is a reflex. It is a not necessarily applying to us. They're just saying, oh, you could only be doing it for money. You know why, Nick? Because that's the reason why the professional managerial class does it.
Yeah, projection.
They don't understand. The only reason you can be critiquing me is you're trying to get money. No, I'm critiquing you because you're terrible. That's why I'm critiquing you, because you're terrible. They don't get that because they only understand doing these types of things, actually standing on principle, doing it for money. The professional managerial class doesn't understand a reason why they don't understand how you're doing it, and that's not the reason. That's the reason for the critique. I got to get going. Dinner's starting here, so glad I was able to say that part. Great stream, guys. Keep it up.
Niggas, so if we doing it for money, what the fuck they doing it for? They already got money. They got. I mean, a lot of them ain't where they should be, but they got way more money than us.
I made more money when I sold cars, fam.
Yeah.
So was I more genuine when I was working for Toyota and making corporations money? So I decided to withhold my labor from these fucking scumbag corporations because they stole so much money from me. I was selling 10 to 15 cars a year, and one of my managers let it slip. I was making around $40,000 to $45,000 selling cars. That's way more than I do now. Way more, by the way. So when one of my managers let it slip, he was like, "Man, the business is fucked up now. I remember back when I sold 10 cars a month, I was making $100,000 a year." And I'm like, "Wait, what do you say, sir?" And he's like, "Ooh." He realized he fucked up because you guys have no idea how much the car business is fucked up now. They steal from us unapologetically. Bro, you would sell a car. I would sell a Sequoia that cost $70,000 and I will make $200 on commission. How does that make fucking sense? Now do you guys know I'm a Marxist? Because I was radicalized in real time. So what these PMC scumbags, what they're telling me to do is to stop withholding my labor and work for Toyota and have my labor value stolen from me. And only once my labor value is being stolen from me, then my opinion matters. How does that make sense? How is that the position of anyone who calls himself a socialist? You better work for a capitalist institution or your opinion doesn't matter. How is that the socialist position? Someone explain to me. People criticize, oh, Nick, you quit your job. You don't work for Toyota no more. Nigga, so if I sold out to a corporation, do you guys have any idea how much money I made Toyota? And then I worked for Volkswagen for a year. Do you guys have any idea how much money I made these motherfuckers? People like Dr. Cornel West want me to break my back to these capitalists instead of educating the proletariat. If you spend your time educating the proletariat instead of getting your labor value stolen by some fucking corporation, Dr. Cornel West is going to call you a grifter. It's class war. So what I'm going to do, because I like discipline this stream, for all the people who said that I should let the video play, that is a legitimate criticism. I take legitimate criticism. So, Romy, if you want to take a break, this is what I'm going to do because I fucked up. I'm going to let the video play. I swear to God. I'm about to literally bitch screen this motherfucker and finish this video, and then we're going to come back and chime in because I fucked up. And if anyone say that I've stopped the video too much, and because it took me 2 hours to get through 12 minutes of this video. So I will admit that I fucked up. So because of that, I'm going to let it play, and I'm going to be here seething for fucking 12 minutes, and me and Rome going to come back in 12 minutes and light this motherfucker on fire, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. So, Rome, feel free to take a break real quick. I'm going to let it play. I promise to God.
It's petty. You see, so I'm not calling for censorship. I'm not calling for censorship. And not only that, though, Sister Brianna, that, you know, so many of these folk 10 years ago, when I was doing exactly the same thing I'm doing, where were they? Most of them were mainstream liberals, neoliberals, Democrats, or whatever, right? Which means they can change. So I'm not trashing them in such a way that I've given up on them, but they need to be corrected, and you have to tell the truth about them. And the same is true with Jill Stein or anybody else in the Green Party. The Green Party has been very much a force for good since 1992. I've supported Green Party candidates and so forth. But when you talk about individuals, Jill Stein is not the Green Party. If she's addicted to running for elections, that's different than the Green Party on the ground trying to be forces for good. You see them? If I have a critique of Peter or Jill or anybody else, Nick or CJ, any of them, well, I'm talking about these individuals. You have to be consistent and honest in telling the truth. If somebody trashing you, that's not a critique of you. That's wrong.
Yeah, so for sure. The idea that you are a friend of white supremacists or Nazis or anything like that is absurd. And I completely understand why you would have a reaction to that.
But you know what the last week has been? All these folk coming up in the street, some of them coming at me physically. I'm saying, hey, what's going on? Who's telling all of these lies like that?
I'm sorry to hear that. Certainly nobody should be coming up to you, threatening you on the street. Absolutely. Dr. West, it does seem to me that there's a core, a substantive criticism in there, though. That's not the, and I've heard people in good faith like Aaron Mate, he characterized it, I think, much more accurately and fairly when he was on the Hill with me last week talking about this controversy as some desire from the left public for there to be more of a distinction made substantively between someone like Nalvani and someone like Mumia. So I hear you saying that when someone dies, it's a tragedy for their family, right? And I think that we can all appreciate that. But the choice to make a public statement, whether it's a Twitter post or something else more formal, does speak to more of a kind of a political choice, a political statement, than simply the generalized empathy we all feel when there's a loss of life. So for instance, I'm sure Henry Kissinger had family members, not all of whom were horrible people. And I'm sure that people knew him as a man and loved him, etc. But given the weight and negativity of his historical legacy, I'm sure you can appreciate how it would look if I chose to hop on Twitter and say, I feel really bad for Henry Kissinger's family after he died. Even if in the abstract, if he came up to me and said, Brianna, do you feel bad for his grandkids? I mean, I might be like, yeah, sure. They're probably just normal, innocent folks who had nothing to do with anything. Yeah, a human being, sure, fine. Can you appreciate that? I think what people were frustrated by was not the kind of statement of principle that says, I object to political prisoners being allegedly potentially killed by the state, but that without that finer distinction, there was a conflation that it seemed like you even felt like you needed to respond to and clear up in a subsequent tweet. But there seemed to be a conflation between the substantive politics of Navalny and some of these other figures, then that's what people were objecting to.
Yeah, right. And I can understand that. I have great respect for Brother Aaron, that whole family. Actually, it's for me a grand family of truth tellers. But you see, for me, I follow my dear brother Jeff Stout when he says that when people are murdered, you mourn the family who has to deal with the murder. You condemn the murder. You recognize how there is a moral and a spiritual dimension that's different than the political. The people know my deep love, solidarity, willingness to sacrifice anything for Brother Mumia Abu-Jamal, right? Written 2 introductions, been in the jail with him, sang with Curtis Mayfield songs with him, in the prison with Chris Hedges and James Cone, and will continue to be in deep solidarity with Mumia Jamal. It's one of the great intellectuals, one of the great freedom fighters of our time. There's no way you can politically compare Mumia Abu-Jamal with Navalny. That's now maybe the pictures could suggest that, and therefore it's misleading. But you don't approve of someone's politics as a precondition of sympathizing with their family. And it was only a prayer for family. So that conflation.
Real quick interruption here. Is Dr. Cornel West praying for the families of the people locked up because of January 6th? He was asked this question. He didn't care about them, but he cares about a person who teamed up with the MI6 and CIA to try to overthrow the government. Once again, he's repeating CIA propaganda. You had Navalny who died because of a blood clot, but you keep saying he was murdered. Are you saying that a country can't defend their sovereignty against the CIA? But let's continue.
That did take place. I can understand it being misleading, but anybody who thinks a bit can understand the difference. And anybody who knows what I've done and who I am could understand the difference. Same was true with the sister in Iran. Now, there's a deeper issue here, though, Sister Brianna, and that is we've got a number of folk on the left who don't want to tell the truth about the vicious repression in Russia. They don't want to acknowledge the gangster activity of Putin. They see it as a State Department talking point rather than telling the truth. They don't want to talk about the fascist policies in Iran. They don't want to talk about various structures of domination in China.
This motherfucker, dude. Holy shit. This motherfucker. I let it play. God, this dude is a CIA talking point machine. Holy fucking shit.
So that they've got a Manichaean view of their leftist politics. They're anti-U.S. imperialism, but don't want to say a mumbling word about Russian imperialism. The U.S. imperialism is much more vicious, much more criminal. There's no doubt about that. But Russia has its own versions of it. And inside of Russia, when you crushing dissonant voices and people can't say nothing, then what does that mean?
This
that means
nigga watched
again.
CNN is his only source of information. I'll let it continue. I'll be very fucking short. Holy shit, dude. I should have waited till the video played until this part. I should have honed in on this part. I can't talk that much longer. I'm going to read the comments and the pushback on this video after this finishes, and then we're going to read super chat. So I really can't comment that much on this, But this is Cold War fucking this is CIA bullshit, man. Holy fuck, man.
There's no integrity there in terms of moral consistency. So I can be in solidarity with them in struggles against American imperialism, but they can't say a mumbling word about the woman life freedom movement in Iran. Why? Because Iran itself is supporting the Palestinian struggle. I am in solidarity with the Palestinian struggle. And they say, oh, well, West, all of this morality and all of this spirituality, that just makes him a liberal. That's, of course, part of the discourse of the Jimmy Dewar plantation and others, right? But any kind of can talk about that when you're not hardcore talking about power. Who do they end up supporting? RFK Jr. supports genocide. RFK Jr. Supporting COINTELPRO. Remember RFK justification COINTELPRO against Martin? Where are their voices? That's an attack on the Black freedom movement. That's an attack on Black people. In the same way, the enabling of the White House policies an attack on Palestinians. Not the same way. One's genocide and the other was vicious murder, but there's a continuity there. That's the kind of issues that we have to be honest about. That's partly what's at work here too. It's my willingness to be critical of any form of imperialism, any form of domination, any form of oppression across the board.
So yeah, I think to your credit, your tweet was very clear that it was about prayers for the family, saying my prayers are with the precious family of the courageous Russian political prisoner, the late Alexei Navalny. But I think the part that was more controversial than the idea of extending sympathy to the family is the characterization of Navalny as a courageous political prisoner, as opposed to a kind of a defense of his position, which is being a political prisoner. The courageous starts to weigh in on the substance of his politics and who he was as a man. And I do think that when you juxtapose that with some of his political choices, people bringing to the foreground the fact that he has compared Muslims to, quote, flies and cockroaches, railed against immigration.
That's sick. That's pathological. He's not just wrong about that, but there's a sickness. But the courage is in his willingness to stand up in the face of overwhelming repression.
What an idiot.
That's courage is not tied to just ideology at all. When people are trying to kill you and you're falsely accused and you go back when you don't have to go back, that's courage.
What a fucking
That doesn't mean that you agree with him ideologically. That Solzhenitsyn was courageous. Solzhenitsyn was just like Navalny. He was a Russian nationalist. He had anti-Jewish elements. He had xenophobic elements. He liked Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky was a courageous artist. He had xenophobic elements. He was anti-Jewish, he was anti-Muslim. He was things that you and I thoroughly call into question, right? Thoroughly call into question. When Elijah Muhammad went to jail because he refused to fight for America in the 1940s, that was a courageous act. Now, he got all kind of views about white folk that you and I disagree with. They devils and a whole lot of other things. That doesn't mean he's not courageous, though. It's the courage is in the face of power, in the face of domination. And if we can't characterize Navalny as being courageous in the face of Putin's repression, then that doesn't mean ideologically we agree with him.
So Cornel West is weak on the CIA and he is pro-CIA.
But courage is not confined only to those who ideologically agree with us.
Whoa. Did this just compare this to
let's take a pause.
Whoa.
Dude, I should have waited to that part.
Holy fuck.
I don't need to commentate that much on that part because it says so much itself. This guy is a liberal clown who gets his information from the New York Times. Go ahead, Rome. I know you want to chime in.
I'm listening from my phone. I was just in my garage smoking. I'm like, what the fuck? I ran back in my house like, no, he's dead. What the fuck? And Bree, I thank you. I thank you for this, but because you're holding his feet to the fire in the way that you do it. You're doing it as much as you can. I appreciate that. for calling out Dr. Cornel West and saying and teaching him about this man past and saying that, hey, look, nobody is mad about the family shit. We're mad because you said that he was courageous. And you compare him to fucking freedom fighters. Look, you want us to fucking sit here and be russiagated the fuck out. RBN isn't about that shit, bro. You know what? You have your nerve and the balls to sit here and call Joe Biden brother, but you don't call Putin brother.
He didn't call us brother.
He don't call us brother, nigga. I'm saying, even as a world leader, as a politician, okay, why don't you call Putin brother? He has less blood in his hands than Barack Obama. He has less blood on his hands than Joe Biden, the man that you voted for. He has less black blood on his hands. So why isn't he a brother? Huh? Why you can't find brothers over there in China? Oh, yeah. Well, America is the worst, but they don't want to point out, nigga, we point out all kind of shit. We point out all kind of shit. We teach people how Putin is anti-communist every fucking time on our goddamn show. But you don't watch that shit. You only watch the criticism. Go back on our Twitters. We told you Putin's anti-communist. Putin is he's one of them. He's just not accepted into the cool kids table. What happened? If you guys want to put the blame on Putin, you have to put the blame on Democratic liberals. Bill Clinton helped Putin get into power. The thing is, they underestimated Putin. They thought he was going to give up his power, his connections, and his country for them to have rule over them, for them to take resources. And what he did, he flipped the table over on their asses. Now, I'm not saying he's not a strong leader, but the motherfucker anti-communist. I'm not about to say here, we never praised Putin.
This based on his horrible logic, and I'll say this and I'll finish the clip. And so apparently, Brother Amali, from the Uhuru Black Socialist Movement, Dr. Cornel West thinks they are on the Jimmy Dore plantation, apparently. Because if you rewind the clip, he literally says if the people who apologize for Russia and China and Iran, they are on the Jimmy Dore plantation. Bro, Brother Amali, the Black Socialist Movement, is being prosecuted by the Biden administration for being quote-unquote too pro-Russian. The Uhuru Black Socialist Movement said they stand in solidarity with Russia. They are Black socialists who you pretend you have Amali's back. You just cleared him as someone that's part of the Jimmy Dore plantation, because according to your unhinged rant, anyone who's weak on Russia is taking cues from Jimmy Dore. That is what he just said. Meanwhile, O'Malley is a free-thinking Black socialist. You guys see how they use Jimmy Dore to erase those people? If anything, the biggest amount of tankies, the largest amount of people who are pro-Russia and pro-China are Black. So why is he tying it to Jimmy Dore?
And just because a motherfucker is pro,
and
we are pro.
He doesn't deserve a doctorate degree. His doctorate degree is fucking done because he's an intellectual fraud. You just called out Amali of the Black Socialist Movement for being on the Jimmy Dore plantation. You called out Margaret Kimberly, who also doesn't spend her time with Russia derangement syndrome. You called out Glenn Ford, who spent his time. You pretend that Glenn Ford is your friend. You pretend these radicals your friend. The Black Panthers stood in solidarity with North Korea. The Black Panthers stood in solidarity with the Soviet Union. W.B. Du Bois praised Joseph Stalin. Black people are the tankies that white people hate. Who do you think they're talking about? Meanwhile, you have anti-communist tanky derangement syndrome, calling Amali, calling all of us Jimmy Dore plantation because we don't repeat CIA talking points. I apologize for stopping it, guys, but that was the worst part of the video. And that part of the video, when you go full CIA, Russiagate CIA, That is the part that exposes Dr. Cornel West more than anything. Sorry, not Dr. Cornel West. He doesn't have a doctorate no more. I took that shit away because he's just a CIA talking point machine. Your doctorate led to you repeating the CIA propaganda. But sorry, Rome, I know you want to chime in. Feel free, and then we can go back to the video.
Man, I'm just sick and tired of these old motherfuckers thinking that they got all of the motherfucking answers, but have yet to deliver anything. What the fuck can you call your own besides your name and your books, Dr. Cornel West? Ain't nobody eating because of you. Ain't nobody building no organizations because of you. Ain't nobody building no statues because of you. And when you die, they won't even do it then, nigga. Probably the PMC, but it ain't gonna be the fucking working class. Because we don't see you as a leader. We see you as opposition. How in the fuck are we on a plantation, but Joe Biden is your fucking brother? Not a true leader of the black community. Walk up to any black nigga and ask him, who is your motherfucking, who do you look at? Who do you look up to as a fucking black leader? Nigga, they probably won't even. Who's Dr. Cornel West?
Well, people in my family don't know who this guy is. Like, whenever I used to explain to people that I have Dr. Cornel West, because remember, they're not political like that. And this motherfucker think he's like, man, he think he's Mandela and Malcolm X and above. This motherfucker think he's a civil rights icon that is above criticism. Voted for Joe Biden, praised Alexei Navalny, and doubled down despite hearing everyone's criticism. But Breonna Joy Gray and Dr. Cornel West thinks it's unfair for us to call him out for being weak on white supremacy. Your tweets and your speeches don't matter. Who are you giving power to? You gave power to Jim Crow Joe. You're repeating CIA talking points and propping up a CIA goon known as Navalny. Just because my criticism hurts your feelings doesn't make it an attack. You notice that I criticize you based on things you have said. You are calling us and smearing us, just essentially name calling because you don't like our criticism. But I got Grandma Charter, so I'm gonna let you finish.
Fucking hissy fits, bullshit ass hissy fits. You have no legitimate criticism of RBN because we are to the left of you. And if, like, dude, it's already a bad thing that you are exposing yourself by even saying our motherfucking name, because when you say the shit, it might be people who, revolutionary blackout. What the fuck they say about him? Oh shit, he praised a Nazi? Because a lot of people don't even tap in with you. They just follow you because of your record and because of your name and your star power. They don't know what the fuck you are saying. But we are exposing you to your own base, and you can't fucking handle it. And you wanted this. You wanted to be held accountable.
Yeah, Rome was calling this out from day one, man.
Courage is not confined only to those who ideologically agree with us.
Do you wish in retrospect that you had caveated the post more than you did or differently than you did, and acknowledged that there were these black marks on his record, on his character, based on the kinds of things that he said before about various communities?
Absolutely. In fact, the thing that I was most concerned about was, and that's why I came back immediately after with Brother Mumia, because I didn't want Mumia to ever think that I was conflating or confusing the way so many other folk did. Same was true with Leonard. Same was true with H. Rap Brown, with Aman, Jamil, Abdullah, Al-Hamin. That what I was actually trying to do is to also say, I want those political prisoners in America that have the same high visibility. I want the world to talk about H. Rap Brown. I want the world talking about Leonard Peltier. The world has been talking about Mumia Abu Jamal for many years, thanks to Pam Africa and Ramona Africa and the others, right? Mark Taylor and the others who are part of that. Sister Fernandez, who's done a magnificent job, Joanna. But I want the whole world to cast a limelight on political prisoners in the United States. I didn't want people to think, well, there's only repression in Russia, and there's also not repression in the United States. There's political prisoners in Russia. There's no doubt about it.
I see your thinking.
You see what I mean? So I'm trying to give it more visibility and consistency in that regard. But our left, too often our left, is just so paranoid. It's just amazing how you got Everything is
So
protected.
the last rant, substitute left for workers, because that's who he's really upset with. Substitute left with workers.
Amazing how you got everything is protective. Everything has got to be so ideologically manicured that morality can't overflow. And morality goes far beyond ideology. And I, in that sense, will always be morally consistent and tell the truth, not just about this, but about independent media, Black independent media. I'm going to tell the truth about folk who are simply addicted rather than convicted in the way that I think they ought to be. Does that mean that I'm trashing them? No, they can be better. They can be better.
Hey, YouTube.
So I could be wrong because I didn't see the full episode, but it seemed like Dr. Cornel West was winning Bree over there.